Nostradamus.
It is to be expected.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to fix the view for you guys so we get the whole team.
A little deliberation out there, but it's a touchdown save and touchdown preventing penalty there, which
it's stuff like that. That's where St. John's going to capitalize. That's where they're going to make their bread tonight.
Absolutely.
It only takes a couple of those things. St. John's breaking out, and St. John's.
Dan Miller coming in.
But you know what? St. John closes in on. But I'll tell you what, that Tyler Bean, I got to give him some credit because this is my first look at him, and he looks very good. Unfortunately, we didn't get
There's another flag.
We didn't get a great chance to get out to Pymatuning Valley over the last off season just because we're trying to find the time. But they are our South County brethren, so
they sure are, man.
We are very excited and thankful for Pymatuning and the entire Lakers Nation for showing up tonight, as well as on the podcast and in real life. So,
absolutely
looking forward to getting some time in with them as well. So now it is.
And that was a run up the gut.
He's going to rattle off, about 7 yards, 7 yards?
Yeah, that was Darren
on
Jones on the tackle right there.
Brought down by Jones.
Yeah, Darren Jones. I'll tell you what. Darren Jones, 6'2", 175, playing defensive line. That's a big boy there.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing PV is not without his size, and I know I sound like a broken record, but that's what they've got going for him.
Absolutely. Oh, they got two guys in the backfield.
Yeah, the speed is to be determined, but Bean, they're going to give it. They're going to give it to number 23 again. Number 23 is Jonah Wilkerson. Wilkerson doing a good job running.
Wilkerson, a letterman last year. Bringing that experience to the PB backfield. Going to provide a couple different looks back there because I'm seeing two running backs line up with Tyler Bean in the backfield there, which is interesting formation there.
It's interesting you talk about its experience, Technically, none of these guys for St. John played last year because they didn't play 11-man football.
Correct.
So you all have first-year guys out here.
Yeah.
And, for them to play as well as they did and they have so far is a testament to the coaching.
Absolutely. Delgosh, Marcus Parker. Alvin Rodriguez.
Bean's going to go on the outside. That's a big hit by Dan Miller.
Dan Miller. I feel like we're going to be saying his name a lot tonight. I don't know.
This is
Miller and Andrew Williams.
So that's going to be 4th down and what's that, about 6?
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, 4th. Yep, 4th and 5.
4th and 5.
4th down and goal to go.
4th and 5. Boy, would this be a big stop for the Heralds if they can pull this off.
I would love it. I'm waiting with bated breath. I'm excited. There goes the timeout called by PV.
Yeah, PV understand the gravity of this. So, yep, step back so we're all in the shot.
All right, really close. All right, all right. So I haven't been really part of it. I've been making some adjustments behind the scenes, but I'll let Tom.
He's obsessed with the camera.
Over. Yes, I have to make sure it's as good as we can make it. But.
No, so far what you've got is PV's actually going down the field pretty easily on that first one. They get in there, they score, then you've got back-to-back
penalties. Yes, you do.
I would like to say I love how there was a timeout and the clock is still running.
They go to
7 minutes, 26 seconds left, 4th and 5. PV on their own 5-yard line. It looks like.
And that's coming back from the 24-yard line. They go all the way from 1st and goal to 1st and 24 on the 24-yard line.
Yep.
So now it's 4th and 5. They're on the 5-yard line. They have been moving the ball pretty well, but St. John has maintained their discipline. They are free of penalties so far.
Yes, they are. Absolutely.
That's why they haven't scored yet. So St. John right here, if they can get a stop, that's huge. You got to believe PV is going to go for it here because I don't know if they're kicking. I didn't see anybody even warming up a kicker in the.
I don't see anything.
I didn't see any kickers warming up or anything.
So they got the Hogs out there.
PV's going to let that big offensive line open up the way for a potential touchdown here.
And this is where Dave DeSalvatore just loves it. 2 quarterback sacks last week. Let's see if he can get another one. Prevent this touchdown.
I think number 44, Devin Ray, is who you're going to see running right at him. Oh, no, they're going to pass. It's over the top.
Oh,
that's
nice.
a stop. That's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Tremendous.
Is there a penalty on that
There's
play?
No penalty on the play.
I don't see any flag. That's a huge stop for St. John's.
Stopping PV.
That is a huge stop. So now St. John, that's a beautiful stop on defense, but here you are, you're St. John. You had trouble moving the ball on your first series, and you're on your own 5-yard line.
Yes, you are.
So at this point, you got, and not to mention you've got David Fuentes, who is out, who is the guy that you're probably going to give the ball to.
Wait a second.
There it is. There was a flag on the play.
Late call there.
Was a flag on the play, so it's pass interference. That's 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Now, we just talked about how the Heralds were playing penalty-less
football. So it's
football.
half the distance to the goal. So what is that? 1st and goal on the 2?
Yeah.
On the 2.
So now I think we see a little bit of a tightening up. I think Delgosh has his guys disciplined enough to where this isn't going to affect them. They're going to be unbothered by this.
No, here's what we were just talking about. St. John not shooting themselves in the foot. And
absolutely.
Unfortunately, we spoke too soon.
That'll happen sometimes.
Bean's gonna rush right in there. That's a touchdown, PV.
Yes, it is.
Number 4.
Oh no, Tyler Bean is number 9.
Number 9.
3-year letter winner for Pymatuning Valley.
So congratulations to him. I am looking through the camera to try to figure out numbers. So it's not the easiest for me. Already with maybe a couple different problems. So congratulations to PV. That makes the score 7-0. We have 7 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first quarter. I'm sorry, 6-0. Let's find out whether or not PV is going to have, whether or not they're going to kick anything or they're going to go for 2.
I see somebody going out there
Now, number 44 was the guy that booted the kickoff, but he's lining up out wide left. So I don't think they're going to be going for any type of field goal here.
They're definitely going for 2 here.
Cotton.
Oh no, overthrown. There you go. So they missed the extra point, so it's 6 points.
And that was Caden Johnston over there, number 2 on that pass defense. Just looked real good, rangy looking kid, just diving for that pass breakup. Nice to see, man.
Yeah.
Keeping his head in the game that whole time.
It's like number 17 for St. John back to receive. It can't be number 17 because I don't have him listed.
We're going to see who we got here. David DeSalvatore's back there lining up.
That makes sense.
That makes, number 12. 12, 17, same thing.
But you know what? It's not just DeSalvatore either. You got DeMario Hanna is another one.
Yeah.
You got to watch out. Very talented freshman that they've got.
Yeah, number 42, DeMario Hanna.
Kick off for the Lakers.
Nice little boot there. DeSalvatore's going to field it. He's going to run up the gut there. Oh,
he's going to find a hole.
David DeSalvatore on the
just mobbed.
Brought down about the 30.
He was mobbed.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key to this drive, just like every other drive, but is making sure you're getting this positive yardage. They lost a lot of yards on the first go around. It's very hard to come back from 2nd and 18.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. I don't know of any coach that likes to be in that situation.
No, that's just. St. John's out here in the gun set. They got 5. Is that 5 wide? Three receivers to the left. It looks like they're bringing one in though here. Or is that a timeout for St. John?
Officials timeout.
We got some kind of confusion on the field between the referees and the teams. Not 100% sure what's going on here. So we're gonna start this over again.
Hey, why not?
Want to thank everybody for joining us here at the home opener for the St. John Heralds as they go against the Pymatuning Valley Lakers
Hi,
here
Mom.
here at beautiful Spire in Geneva, Ohio.
Yeah. So, right now 6-0 with 7:08 left in the first quarter. St. John just took over off of a kickoff. They're getting ready to head back out to the field. So let's see if we can get St. John to drive the ball down this way so we get a little bit of a closer view for you folks. So we'll see you guys here in a little bit.
1st and 10 on the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 Heralds on their own 30.
St. John again in that 5-wide set.
Yeah, trips to the left.
Trips to the left with 2 on the other side. You know, they're putting all their athletes on the field, and they're going to let Seth Thomas find somebody open, but he's going to break it. Wait a minute. No, he's not. That is a completion for about 6 yards to number 9. Number 9 is Tyler Cathcart. Tyler Cathcart, I feel like we have said his name more than I anticipated.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Cathcart showed up in pretty much every statistical category that we had when we were going through the Heralds
yes, he
stuff.
did.
I mean,
particularly on the defense. And another defensive person you got to watch out for is that Devin Mercilia, who led the Heralds in tackles last week.
I mean, what did he have, like 10?
9.5 total.
Okay, I was close. Those all have a half.
9.5. Well, you know, those assisted tackles, it's always weird how they score those. So.
Oh, man.
St. John out here in 5 wide again. They've got 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Seth Thomas is alone in the backfield. Oh, they get it. Is that defense or did those receivers move?
Flag on the play. Legal procedure on the Heralds. 5-yard penalty.
Just relax.
2nd down and 10 for the Heralds. On their own 35.
2nd and 10. I did not hear what that call was.
Correction, 30-yard line.
We're going to find out.
St. John comes out and
or no, maybe not.
This time. 2 wide receivers left, 3 wide receivers to the right, no running back.
Oh,
they got, yeah, that's a big sack.
That was Jonah Wilkerson.
Jonah Wilkerson getting
running
back there. You know,
it reminds me last week of Trey Zimmerman.
Well, you got to start to wonder at this point for Seth Thomas after he has that big week last week. Now he's either gotten sacked or hurried on almost every play.
Correct.
This is where I think the coaches have to calm your quarterback down.
Absolutely. Calm him down. Let him know. Take it play by play, second by second. You know what I mean? Just have the, what did we say last week?
This is what we
This
is what we just talked about. So now the St. John Heralds are at 3rd and 21.
Yeah.
They're on the 19-yard line. At this point, you got to throw like a Hail Mary just to get,
throw it up to number 12 right there.
Or you give it to David DeSalvatore and let him see what he can do with the ball. They're going to throw a screen pass, and Dan Miller's going to make the catch for
a modest
7
game.
Yard, about 7 yards.
7-yard game.
Thomas pass complete to Dan Miller. Brought down by Ray.
What I like so much
they
about
got a flag on the play.
Dan Miller was a soccer player.
Defensive or offense is where this matters.
Calls holding on the Heralds.
Holding on the Heralds, that is a tough pill to swallow.
That is a tough pill to swallow.
I know. We'll decline it. Get him in a fourth, probably fourth and about 15 yards.
Yeah, I think you're right. About 4th and 15, 4th and 16. And I would not be surprised if the Lakers don't send the house here.
I think you're going to see something like that. Devin Ray, number 44 for Pymatuning Valley, man, 2-year letter winner. He's just been all over the field tonight, kicking. He's been blitzing. He's been lined up wide left. I mean, this kid's now he's down in a 3-point stance.
Yeah, just like there we go. So they do get the punt off. That's a good punt.
That's a beautiful punt. There's Tyler Cathcart. Or Excuse me, no, Devin Mercilliot.
Devin Mercilliot, and he makes the tackle.
Yes.
Misses the initial tackle, but keeps on the play.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's one of the big things with these young athletes is trying to understand that with football, you're going to fail more times than you succeed.
Absolutely. Hey, what did Delgosh say to us when we were interviewing him in our very first interview? He said to us, you know, Heralds never quit.
Right.
That it embodied it right there, man. I mean, missed the tackle, comes in and finishes the job, man.
First
I like seeing that.
Lakers at the Herald 35.
Yeah, it's a big deal for the Heralds here. This is a big defensive series.
Yes, yes it is.
PV had a pretty successful go of it in the first round. St. John's going to have to do something to stop that run because that seemed to be their Achilles heel the entire first series.
Wide receiver set left, one to the right.
Tyler Bean in the backfield. He's got the ball.
He's
going to
looking.
throw it, and he's got somebody wide open. That's number 20 for them, which is Andrew Root.
And Jimmy Severino coming in there and just laying the wood at the end. Which,
Yep, but a little bit too late. PV scores. Touchdown, Lakers.
Bean's pass complete to Root for the Laker touchdown.
Yeah, that was a nice that was a nice touch on that ball by Bean, man.
Well, you know, we watched during pregame, and they threw about 100 passes during pregame, so we knew that those defensive backs were going to get some work.
His arm is warm. Those defensive backs are getting some work. I think Coach Delgosh over there has a plan, and we know Marcus Parker. He's coaching up them wide receivers. I think we're going to see a burst of offense here from the Fighting Heralds.
Yeah, I'm sure that Marcus, you know, as the defensive back coach right now is not happy with that effort there, but, you know, you rebuild and you come back. Going for a two-point conversion here.
Like a sweep. Nope.
That was a nice pump fake.
Two-point conversion.
Two-point conversion is good. So now they're up by solid 2 scores.
Yes, they are.
14 nothing PV over St. John. 5:20 left in the first quarter. So this is where you're going to see a difference. You know, now you're down. It's early. You've had a tough time stopping them, and they have stopped you. So you got it. You're going to have to see some guys pick it up. They're going to have to put some extra effort out here because this is a tough situation.
So yeah, St. John really needs to, honestly, they got 22, 23 guys on the team. They got to kind of evaluate it, take a step back. They'll figure it out. Delgosh is a good coach. Marcus is a good coach, but, credit's due. Give credit where credit's due. PV's come out, kind of punched St. John in the mouth.
Coach Neil Croston, had his guys ready.
You haven't given up any offense really to St. John. I don't think that.
Well, the problem is they're getting right to Seth Thomas right from the beginning of the play.
Absolutely they are.
So it's very easy to have a quarterback feel shook up when he's getting pressured immediately.
100% it is.
So
St. John's got to come out and put something together.
On the sideline now. I do like seeing on the sideline Dave Fuentes trying to impact the game, even though he's not in the game. He's going in, he's calming down his teammates, he's talking to them. That's the mark of a true leader right there. I'm sure they miss his presence on the field, but it's invaluable to have him on the sideline still right now.
St. John back to receive this kick. Down 14-0 in the first quarter. 5:20 left.
Ready to kick off for the Lakers. Salvatore and Williams deep.
They've got, we've got a muff punt here. They're going to pick it up, though.
Can he get the edge?
Is he gone?
He might get, out of bounds. Looks like.
I'll tell you what, either he has a different number,
Andrew Williams on the return for the Heralds.
or I don't have him on my list.
Andrew Williams was listed as number 7. He is wearing number 55.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I think there is a kid that actually, maybe it's Andrew, that on offense he has one jersey and on defense he has another. Because of the position he plays.
Okay, well then that makes sense. That makes more sense.
I'm not 100% sure.
Now he has to come off the field, change his jersey.
Right, and then that because of the OHSAA numbers.
Yeah, you know what? That's small time. That's small time football. You gotta love that. There are a finite amount of jerseys out there, so sometimes you got to switch them back and forth.
Yeah. It's tough to tell, but it does look like PV's coming out in a 4-3 set. St. John steps out with 2
PV at this point, they are daring. They're trying to get St. John to throw the ball because loading up the box. They don't want any rushing attacks, so they're going to try and get Seth Thomas to throw the ball.
Handoff up the middle. Looks like no gain, or maybe no loss of a gain.
That's definitely going to be a loss. I want to say about 2 yards. So it's 2nd and 12.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Loss of 3, so 2nd and 13.
We were close.
Heralds need a shot. They need a shot right here. They need somebody to open it up. Big play has to be made here. Doesn't always have to be the quarterback. It can be anybody on the field, but somebody's got to make a big play here.
2 wide receivers set right, 1 to the left. Looks like 1 running back set to the right of the quarterback.
Seth Thomas back.
Snap is out. Looks like a handoff to
They're
the.
going to give it up.
The edge.
Okay. They're closing.
PV,
PV's
I'm
doing a
telling
great
you,
job
PV's defense looks stout.
containing.
Brought down by Thomas. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 13 to go for the Heralds. On the road.
Linebacker receiver hybrid.
Yeah, no difference. Sorry, guys. Playing with the camera just a little bit. Let's see. So St. John comes back out. Looks like they got 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Running back.
They got a guy way out this way. You got David DeSalvatore and number
2 wide receivers
13,
left.
who's Aiden Heath on the left. All right, he's going to throw the ball. He's got somebody. Oh,
Pick.
Interception by
PV makes a big play right there.
Tyler Bean with the interception.
Tyler Bean is another one. We just keep saying this kid's name.
Yep.
We do. We keep saying his name.
Tackle by Thomas.
So last week,
unfortunately,
when St.
that's
John played Chalker, how'd they get most of their points?
Against Shocker, it was all in the air.
All in the air.
So unfortunately,
noticed,
that play right there, Seth Thomas has a bit of an underthrow.
Yep.
He did have a guy who was open going there. If he makes that throw, St. John's on the board.
Right.
Well, they
Underthrows it a little bit, and Tyler Bean, man, right there.
coming up again.
Back to action. We'll keep talking. I was going to say St. John, in my opinion, PV is a big squad up front. Even their 3-4 down linemen look to be hefty guys. I don't think they're going to move them too much, but it's on there. Yeah. But they're going to move them too much. They need to look to the air a little bit more. Maybe a couple options.
Well,
it looks like PV shows up shotgun set, 2 wide receivers right, 1 tight end to the left. Looks like a handoff right up the middle.
That's 24 going to rush right. Is he in?
No, it's close.
24 is Dylan Knowles, who's also a senior. Listed at
Looks like they're on
6'1", 205. That's a lot of dude to take down.
Looks like they're on about the 2-yard line. So everyone knows it's 1st and 10. PV's marching, trying to score again. 3 minutes, 16 seconds, and the clock just started running. Left in the first quarter still.
1st and goal to go Lakers at the Herald 2.
This is a lot. This comes down to size, man.
It sure does.
St. John just having a lot of difficulty dealing with the size. At this point, that's what Delgosh is trying to do. He's trying to open up the field, spread it out, and let his athletes do the work. But unfortunately, you got to give your quarterback a little bit of time.
Absolutely.
PV getting into the backfield every single play. You got to give him some time. So offensive linemen got to work extra hard right now. I know it seems impossible sometimes, but you got to find that extra gear.
Timeout PV.
Timeout called by PV.
Timeout. Pymatuning. Lakers timeout.
Yes.
2nd charge.
Let's get some screen time for us here. So flip that camera, step back here.
Hey guys, first thing is thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. Don't forget to go over if you can during the stream, after the stream, before the stream, whatever you want to do. You can hit us up on Facebook and like and share our stream, and also follow us. That would be great. What'd you say today? How many followers?
1,217 going into this game.
And climbing. So it's been a pretty amazing ride. 440 and goal's been on. We started this about 4 months ago. Just honestly, COVID was upon us, and the pressures were there to do something in life because I was off.
And we found
Sammy was working part-time. Tom did have to work, but we needed something to do.
Listen, we came a long way from that first show where it was you and me just shooting the breeze.
But it was exciting. But now we're up to over 1,200 followers. So all you Pymatuning fans, we're going to try to get a little bit more coverage with you guys.
Yeah, I want to send a shout out to them. Thank you, the entire Lakers Nation, for tuning in.
We had quite a few people reach out to us from PV yesterday. It's very exciting to see him. So, but we'll go ahead and get back to some action. PV's
Very
again
exciting.
driving on the
PV's
2-yard
first
line.
and 2 on the 2. They looking to get their 3rd score in the first quarter. St. John needs
Motion
a big play
right,
here. They're going to
little
throw the ball,
fade,
and
wide
he's
open.
wide
Here he
open. That's
goes,
number
Jonah
23
Wilkerson.
again. Number 23, Jonah Wilkerson doing the
Keep
job.
saying his name. It's like last week, Trey Zimmerman. You were saying his name from the running.
Yeah, by the time the first quarter's out, we don't need these papers anymore because
No.
it seems like you say the same names over and over and over.
again.
So, all right, here you are. You're the St. John Heralds. You're down 20 points. It's the first quarter. How do you? Looks like we got some a little bit of preview for tomorrow. The Geneva Eagles in the house.
Here they are.
Oh,
We got some Eagles here.
we'll get them on live. If you guys want to yell real quick, you can. Shout out to the Geneva Eagles for showing up.
Hey,
Here you
Out
go.
here with these
Hold
guys
on.
with a big win last week over the crosstown rival.
There you go. You guys beat Madison last week. How'd it feel? Yeah, I bet it did.
Yeah, after a year where you don't know if you're going to have football, and then you guys open the week, not just beating your rival, you guys wait till the end of the game. Like,
Yep.
what's going on?
Yeah. Where is the kicker? Come on, man.
playing
How are you
soccer.
going to show up without the guy that won the game last week? Come on. You guys had a great game last week. Yeah, you guys are live right now. If y'all want to wave, shout out to Eagles Nation. Yeah, we'll
That's
be here
right. We got
tomorrow
the
night.
Eagles versus the Warriors. Good to see you guys.
Go Eagles. I guess we could go on
I'll
us.
tell you what, that mullet game is insane.
Yeah.
Listen,
They-
no, you got to. One of the things I really want to, I give credit to a lot of coaches and the Geneva Eagles team. Very respectful kids.
Yeah.
Chip
Sorber
Sorber
has
runs
done
a
lot.
tight ship, and it's a pleasure seeing these kids because they're always very well mannered, very excited,
Same.
very humble kids.
Any team that's got J. Corlew on it, how can you be mad?
That's
at them?
exactly what
Come
it
on,
is.
Let's just be honest. High top game and all. Let's get back to the action. Nope.
So St. John trying to recover now. They are down 22-0 in the first quarter. It has been a tough go. It has been a tough go for them. The good thing about football is we play 4 of those quarters,
Yes.
so there's plenty of time.
So 2:35 left in the first quarter. PV's getting ready to kick the ball off.
The way Seth Thomas passes the ball, the way David DeSalvatore receives the ball, I'm not knocking St. John out of the running here.
No, not at all.
Now-
not at all. You can't.
No, now they're gonna need some big play. They're gonna need some big play out of their
PV lines
defense.
up.
Somebody's
There's the
gonna have
move.
to find the play. All right, that's DeSalvatore taking the ball.
Let's see if he can
He's
make
looking
something
he's
happen.
looking for a lane. He's going to the edge.
There he
He's
goes.
finding something. All right, that's a decent return for David DeSalvatore.
Well, Sammy, you said they need to find something. I think they have their weapon in number 12. I think they're going to ride him all night.
Well, you know
This
what?
point Forward.
The thing is, so now that you say that, and actually we have the big Eagles boys that just walked by.
Yeah.
Last week they had to find a weapon
Yes.
in a place where people weren't looking.
Correct.
So everybody's
Correct.
keying in on Scabona. They're keying in on Taylor, and here comes Brady Pete
There he comes, man.
to score the touchdown because people are
Yeah, we've said it before.
That
What
was
a way!
a beautiful
what an
39-yard
exciting
scamper
way.
by that young man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Yes, it was.
Exciting way to open up the
So this
week
is
of
where
the
you gotta
football season.
wonder in St. John
Looks
who's
like we
gonna
got
step up,
two
who's
wide
gonna make
receivers
the
left.
play.
2 to the right. A little bit of
What's gonna
interesting set. Look at this.
There he is.
Oh, I missed it wrong. Sorry.
That looks like Devin Mercilliot on the carry.
Yep.
And Devin Mercilliot, that's a tough job that he's got to deal with tonight.
Absolutely.
So you got David
Picked up
Fuentes who's
about
down,
2 on that game.
and
Gain of 2 on the play.
he was their primary rusher, Devin Mercilliot, playing mostly defense, and now he's got to come in. He's got to take over the rushing game.
Heralds on their own 37. I think we need to see some airtime by this quarterback. Didn't he put up
You know what, though?
309 yards last week?
Yeah, to get airtime, you got to give him throw time.
Yeah,
And that's the problem. PV sent in the house, and I'm sorry, they're not sending the house. They're getting crazy penetration with their defensive line. They don't even have to send the linebackers.
Looks like trips to the left, 1 wide receiver right. Looks like
Little wheel route
there it is.
Oh.
Right through his hands.
And you got to capitalize on every one of those plays if you're St. John.
You know, that quarterback almost looks like he hesitated. Looks like he was going to come up, and I'm guessing it's called a fade route, but it was a fade route, and then he tucked it back down and tried to get it over to Fuente. Or I'm sorry, DeSalvatore.
DeSalvatore is
trying to
number
learn
12.
these names.
Yeah, Fuentes is number 10, and he is out. 80 people watching this stream right now, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in to the St. John Heralds versus the Pymatuning Valley Lakers. We're here at Geneva Spire Center.
Beautiful downtown Geneva.
And beautiful
Ohio.
downtown in my Adam the Bull voice.
Yep. Let's see. Trips left, one wide receiver right.
St. John running a
back to
tighter
the
set
right.
though here.
There it is. Looking for that
And
route.
see.
Takes him down in the backfield.
So here again,
Sack
now
by
you had
number 54
DeSalvatore
looked
flashing over the middle. He's open, but Thomas can't get the time to
I
throw.
would almost like to see him kind of run a couple quarterback.
Loss of 10.
What are they called? Boot routes.
Well, no,
Boots to boot
oh,
right, boot left.
yeah, bootleg.
Yeah, bootleg. Yeah, sorry.
About 18.
It'd be nice to
When
see
you're
St.
getting
John do
penetration
that.
like that, there is one play.
At this point, though, does St. John go for it?
No, you can't. It's the
the
first quarter. You can't. You're not giving up yet. But you know what? I'm surprised we haven't seen yet. Just because the defensive end, the defensive line is getting so far into the backfield,
Rose for the
is a
Lakers.
screen pass.
Deep, number
I
20.
mean, it worked out very well last week for
I-
Savion Colbert.
Maybe be on the lookout for a.
Yeah, you get when you get linebackers and defensive tackles and ends getting into the backfield.
Hey, so right now, obviously,
That's when you run a deep.
Sorry, guys. I was gonna say the Heralds really haven't had much working for them. Honestly,
No, it's been a tough night.
It's 4th and 18. They're getting ready to punt. Do we see a fake punt come out?
It's too early for that. I think
so.
it's so the problem is here is they're already in scoring position. They have shown that they have absolutely no trouble getting any type of yards. No, you got to play conservative here. You got to punt the ball. You got to hope your defense is going to do the right thing and get it done here.
Right.
Yeah.
I still think you run. You know, maybe you tell your quarterback get back in the gun and take an extra step back.
Yeah.
Correct.
Get that long snap to him and throw the screen over top of him because they,
Gotta be 2-3 step drops.
yeah, when they get into the backfield, everybody is on top of him. Nobody's paying attention to the running backs. They're not watching the wide receivers. On 3 separate plays here, guys have been open. Thomas hasn't had time to get the ball.
Correct.
You only got
So-
2-3 seconds back there. It's just not enough time for a quarterback.
His
Get back to the
decision
action.
needs to be a little quicker.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to be Tom Brady
Yeah.
with how quickly he's got to make it tonight. You
Yeah,
know, it's a tough,
absolutely.
and I'm sure,
Number
like I
20
said,
Rose
these
lined up
guys will
deep
get it
again.
together. One of the things Ryan always talks
Yeah.
about, he loves the halftime
Punt
game.
snap, but
That's a punt.
That was a nice punt, too.
looks like it's going to
Oof.
roll out of bounds.
He got a bad roll, though.
It sure did. But the nice thing about it, it doesn't allow their return men to run
It's
it
like
out.
about a 20-yard
Yeah.
punt somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it looked like it was going to go sky high, but it caught the
Yeah.
wrong part of the football.
I think
Bounces back at
a
St.
little
John,
windy.
which is a punter's worst nightmare.
it's a little windy out here today.
I'll tell you, this is beautiful weather for football, man.
It is.
Listen, as soon as that sun goes down, I'm going to be happy as a clam.
It is. I mean, we have a canopy up. Let me tell you guys. You know, Sammy, he kind of put something together here. Let's show you guys, the audience. We got us a canopy now.
Yeah, welcome to the shed.
we got
4-4-0 and gold,
we
Chris.
got a canopy. We got coats. Oh, back to action. Sorry, guys. Get zoomed in for you too.
All right,
All right.
PV.
Looks like they're going for it. Looks like
They're going to throw right out
play.
the gate. So they
Deep, just in and out of his hands.
Saw their catch card there.
Great route. He had him burnt.
he did have him burnt. So at this point, you know, Marcus Parker, defensive back coach, you got to tell your defensive backs here, stop getting nosy. You got to look for the ball. You have to play conservative. Keep guys in front of you. I don't know, like over the last couple of weeks, that's been a problem. As a defensive back, your primary job is to keep them in front of you. Nobody gets behind you.
And just so you
Especially
guys
in
know,
a
we are
game like
streaming
this.
over on YouTube. If you wanted to put it up on your television at home, a lot of people have smartphone, or I'm sorry, smart TV access. Let's see, handoff right up the middle, number 24, and he's
24 going to go.
marching down the field. Looks like about a
Going,
good
man.
15. You know, let's call it about a 20-yard
man.
pickup.
3-time letter winner, 6 foot 190, just a tank.
One of the things we talked about in the pregame, we knew PV had size. I didn't realize they had size at the skill position as
Yeah,
well.
oh,
I knew that they had some big guys on the line.
Yeah.
Which, you know, Andover, they feed them boys well out there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
you always expect a big line coming out of Pymatuning Valley. I keep wanting to call them. There is no M.
2 wide receiver set, snap.
But
Looks like another pass play.
He's going to go over top, and he's got to.
Oh, he's wide open too.
Lets it drop. Lets it drop between his hands. That's going to do it for the first quarter. St. John is down 22-0. First quarter.
Coming in hot. First quarter, yeah. So just ended the first quarter, 22
Yeah,
nothing.
so listen, Coach.
It's been a tough go for St. John.
Coach Delgosh and boys are having a rough go, and this is after, last week they had 34 points in the first, or
34 points.
32 or 30 points in the first. It had to have been 30.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay,
Maybe it was
in the
28.
first half. Okay.
Yeah, in the first half. It's amazing what 1 week will do. This week the offense is having trouble. Last week Seth Thomas was throwing for 309 yards, 0 interceptions. David DeSalvatore, I think, had 155 yards on 4. Today's a whole different ball game.
It is.
PV is getting in the backfield every single play.
Yes, they are.
Thomas does not seem comfortable back there, and why would he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the presence of mind he has to have to totally ignore that is insane. And you're lying if you say that you can ignore that.
No,
you know
it's
what I mean?
impossible.
And these big boys out here at Pymatuning Valley, man, coming back there. I mean, I would be nervous, and I'm a grown man.
Well, yeah, I
You know
mean,
what like,
you develop, we call it duck feet.
Yeah.
You get duck feet back there, and you just start pitter-pattering because you want to make sure you're trying to make a play.
Yeah.
You're down already, so you know that it's going to take something big, but sometimes you just have to chip away.
absolutely,
Instead of worrying about getting the 15-yard shot, maybe you need to get, 2 5-yard, 2 7-yard shots. Offensive line, they're gonna. They have a uphill battle because of the size here, but they got to do more.
They got
to do more here.
They do.
St. John's got to make the
If
adjustment. What
St.
they're
John-
doing this first quarter has not worked.
Yeah.
I know we talked about the halftime adjustment, but they need to make a first quarter adjustment. And they need to figure out a way to get to where they're at. So
St. John has proven that they can score. They can score. If you give them some time, they can score. You got to give the guys some time.
get back to some action. Second quarter is about to kick off. Well, start, I should say.
So we talked last week in our little meeting. We talked a lot about Lucas Wychalk, number 69. I think that boy needs to get a little bit more involved tonight because he was terrorizing in the
5-6 yard gain by Knowles.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Closer to an 8-yard gain by Knowles.
Chiliot and Hammers on the stop for the Heralds.
Jack Hammers has the best football name
Yes,
in
he
the
does.
entire county.
Sure does.
2 for the Lakers at the Heralds 16.
If I'm Ohio State, I'm giving him a scholarship right now,
Based on
just
that.
so I can say I have Jack Hammers on my team.
See, Ohio State may be playing football this year.
Yeah, they certainly are trying.
Yeah.
They are certainly trying.
It's going to be
Boys of Ohio
So you
State.
got to wonder who's going to make the big play here. Is it going to be Cathcart? Is it going to be Miller?
2 wide receivers left, 1 wide receiver right. It looks
My
like
money's on Brasilia.
He's going to go right up, and he's got a hole. Tyler Bean, and
Stuff just short.
so the gang tackling here that you
Very
see from
nice.
St. John, that's what you got to do. Unfortunately, you want that to happen
It's
about
getting chippy, boys. It's
you want that
getting
to happen about 6 yards earlier.
Yes.
You got to get that tackle 6 yards earlier, but you know what? There is no quit in this Heralds team. There's
And that
no
was
quit.
Tyler Cathcart. We were talking about it.
Gain of about 15 on the play.
No.
First and goal to go, Lakers at the Herald 2.
Yeah. Huh?
Thank you, whoever.
Thank you, everyone over there on YouTube. We got 10 viewers. Don't forget, if you're over there, please hit the notification bell and subscribe to the show. That would be great. We are trying to get a few more people over there. Joe Rich always says
We got the good
broadcast
view
a little
now.
better.
Pymatuning
You got a
coming
real
out
good
us.
view, Sammy, I'm happy.
St. John's got to get tough here. You got to shrink the field, and
See
you
the wide
got to
receivers
force
on
PV
each
to
side.
earn everything,
Running back
but you
to the
got to
left.
stay smart
Snap.
here. So they're going to
Fade.
throw the ball.
Fade route.
Incomplete.
Hey, number
Right there.
here you go. Number 5. That's Matt Miller on the pass
Matt
defense.
Miller.
On number 10, Tanner Rhodes.
That's one of 3
Second
Miller
down and
boys
goal for the Lakers
on
at
the
the
St.
Herald
John
2.
team. And I had every one of them when I was a teacher.
There used to be it's Miller time in Cleveland. Maybe it's Miller
It's
time.
Miller time in St. John.
Well,
I mean,
St.
there's
John.
3 of them.
Got to give a shout out here to PV too. PV came out ready to play tonight. The big boys up front opening big holes.
You see 2
Tyler
running
Bean
backs,
and the crew are just
2 wide receivers right.
doing
1
all the
wide
right
receiver
everything
left.
that they should do, and they're
Snap.
getting in the end zone.
Handoff right
So
up
here
the
you go.
middle.
You got number.
Touchdown.
That's touchdown number
PV.
24, and of course it's Dylan Knowles again. Dylan Knowles.
That puts the
2
score
in a row.
to 28-0. 10 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, I'm looking down at the St. John sideline. Marcus Parker does not look happy. He looks very stoic. I think there's going to be a big change coming here, Sam.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the defense is getting a bit overpowered at this point.
They sure are.
And
PV's got to, now that we're a little bit closer, those are some big boys.
the size
like number
difference.
63.
The
He's
size.
got the jersey I wore. He's got the size like me when I was in high
The
school.
size difference is much more apparent now.
PV sets up two wide
And they're
receivers
going for
set
two
out.
again, which is
Fade,
surprising.
maybe a pass and
Hey, that's
incomplete.
Severino right
Jimmy
there.
Severino on the pass defense there, very good.
Very nice, Jimmy. St. Jimmy.
Yeah, and unfortunately, sometimes people would look at this as, you're going for two where maybe there's a lack of sportsmanship here. But you got to understand, and this is why we tried to establish that right from the beginning, I don't think PV has a kicker.
No.
So,
Well, their kickoff guy is Devin Ray, number 44, who is just a big boy. He's lining up everywhere.
right,
so.
and I didn't see them line up for one field goal,
I didn't
so I'm
either.
not sure that they're going to kick field goals.
I don't think he's a place kicker or a field goal kicker.
Right,
I think he's
right.
just a place kicker.
So,
you know?
second quarter, 10 minutes left. St. John down 28-0 to PV. Somebody's got to make a play here. There's two things you can do here. You can either roll over or you can get back in the game.
You can get a concentrated angry and come out there and exert some force. And I think that's what we're going to see from these Heralds here soon, because they are the fighting Heralds.
Yeah, so we need to see the fight and not
We do.
fight on the field. I want to see fight with your play.
Exactly. However, it was getting a little
PB
chippy
marches
down
back
there.
out.
Tyler Bean didn't look too happy after
Well,
that tackle.
you know what? It's hard to not put a little extra on it when
A little bit of
you're
mustard.
having a little trouble on the night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to have the self-control, though.
You do. You're right. You're right. That's where self-control comes.
Number
But
12 and number
anybody
55.
who's ever
number
played the game knows.
55, right?
Yeah,
Number 55 is Andrew Miller
On offense.
on offense.
And on defense, he is number 7. Or am I saying that?
No,
right?
that can't be right. He would be
So-
number 7 on offense.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But
So it's probably just a jersey
Andrew
problem.
Williams, I thought.
in the
But Andrew
boot,
Miller and Andrew Williams
Number
and
20
okay, that's
takes it.
Dan Miller going to take the kick.
Dan Miller taking that kick.
Oh, big
big
hit.
stick.
Number 13 from PV. That's Mason Inman. Mason Inman
Mason Inman.
with a
Okay.
big stick on the kick.
Hey, 84 viewers up there. We are marching up to 100 real fast. I want to thank everyone that's out there. Please don't forget to hop on over to the Facebook page.
This is-
Give us a follow.
Well,
What do you guys
I
wanna
think
do?
we're going to, but you know what? I just want to announce to everybody, this is game 1 of 2
Yeah.
for the
Yep.
county game series tonight or this
Yeah.
weekend.
Tomorrow.
So
we're
this is
back
St. John
at
versus
SPIRE.
PV, and we are back here at the Spire tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's catch the Geneva Eagles versus the Edgewood Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, we wish we'd be up for press box, but because of Corona scenarios,
Everybody's too close, apparently.
yeah, we're not allowed.
Hey, guess what? I like being down here with you guys a lot more.
Welcome to the 440 and Gold
St.
Corner.
John lines up 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide
You know
receivers
what
to
I
the
mean?
right. No running back set back there.
David Salvatore.
He's going to be on his horse, I think. Let's see what happens.
Come on, Seth.
He rolls right.
What you got, brother?
So he's going to let one
Long
fly. It's
ball.
wobbly, though.
Another
Oh,
interception.
That's the second pick of the night.
Is it a pick or is he out of bounds?
Nope, that was a clean interception right there.
PV balls. You know, he's just got we got
a guy
injury
down. And this is another problem. St. John cannot withstand injuries.
Yeah, so St. John, just do a pick. That is the second pick of the night for, what's his name? I'm sorry.
Seth Thomas.
Seth Thomas.
Sorry, these guys do have the rosters in front of them. I think I have one too, but I can't multitask that much. So,
He's got to get those zooms.
yeah, got to get the zooms, trying to make it as beautiful as I can for you folks out there. But again, let's see, we're
I can't
up to
see
80
who's
viewers.
down
I think. Well, no, actually, between Facebook and YouTube. So don't forget, we are over on YouTube if you want to get it up on your television. Sorry, talking a lot. The at least I don't talk as much as Sammy, but that's just my opinion. But don't forget to follow us. Hit the like button over there on YouTube. Hit the
He
notification
is
bell so
up.
you know
I
when we
still
go
can't
live.
make out the
I think it
number.
was number 55.
Number 50, not number 54, I believe.
54.
Matt Miller.
Matt Miller.
Thomas Miller.
Thomas Miller.
Thomas Miller, but he is able to get up and walk himself off the field. That's what you like to see.
So a lot of the players in St. John are playing that Ironman football.
Yeah, and
Unfortunately, just like a lot of teams in Nashville County,
Yeah.
just most of the teams, there's
It's just what happens
most
down
players are running both ways, and that's just the way it kind of goes. So
even more so with these guys, just because if you look on the sidelines, if somebody gets hurt, you only got 5 options,
Yep.
6 options.
That's it.
So
St.
it's
John's only fielding about 24, 25 kids somewhere in there, maybe 22.
yeah, and that's where coaches like
Could just
guys
count
like
on this, but-
that's guys like Coach Alvin Rodriguez,
I mean,
strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
They're so important for teams like this.
Coming back hot. Here we go, folks. Live action. So PV takes over on the 50-yard line.
We got 28-0 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Let's see what we
And they're going right back to the pass game. It looks like that they
Right
put
up the
a
Number 44,
Devin Wright.
just marching down.
it looks like maybe they're sitting their quarterback though. Or maybe,
Letter winner. Been winning letters since he was a freshman. He's a junior right now. I mean, when you got a unit like that, you ride your horse any way you can. And they're riding Ray right now.
First and 10 Lakers at the Herald 26.
Jonah Wilkerson checks back into the game.
yeah, so it looks like number 23, Jonah Wilkerson, is going to be
2 wide receivers
the
left, one to the
quarterback.
right.
So they're taking
Snap.
Tyler Bean out of the
Looks like it's right
game.
up the middle.
Direct
And
snap.
Ray is down.
I think we're going to see a lot of run plays moving forward at this point.
I would think so.
Yeah,
I would think so. If you're PV, you're up by a lot. At this point, you kill off some clock and let some younger guys maybe get a couple runs in the game. When you're up by this much, throwing the ball can't do anything but be bad.
Correct.
So
A lot of mistakes can happen.
yeah, a lot of bad things can happen when you throw the ball.
Snap. Oh, here we
He's gonna
go.
throw the
And
ball.
it's so early, and it's a touchdown.
Number
PV,
10
number
with a
10.
great grab. That's Tanner Rhodes.
6'3", 175. I mean, it's hard to defend 6'3", 175. Especially, I mean, like it looked like Tyler Cathcart down there on the.
Well, you got to give credit to the quarterback there because that's a nice throw.
Oh, beautiful.
He threw it over the shoulder. Defensive back, even if he would have got the hand up in the air, I don't think he's getting his hand on the ball.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. 2-point conversion. Here we go. 2 running back set. 1 wide receiver right, 1 to the left.
You guys got
Snap. QB keep.
Oh,
Just honestly, that man just ducked his shoulder and said, "Get off me." That's what that was right there.
He's 6'1", 205.
They got size. PV's got size.
I'm not saying he is Charlie Taylor, but the boy runs like him. He runs like a Mack truck, just being dared to be stopped. When you can run with confidence like that, that's a big boost to your team.
It's not hard to have confidence when you're up by 30 in the first half.
No, that's very true too.
That's what these guys got going for them. At this point, St. John, this is a tough pill to swallow. You got a lot of football game left. We have a lot of football game left.
Yes, we do.
They
scored 36 points that quick. 36 points can be scored by the Heralds that quick.
That's right. I've said it a couple times. Herald's got to dig deep here. You got to find something to play for.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you don't always have to think about getting the win. You got to win this play.
Yes.
So if you win this play and you do that enough, before you know it, you're back in the game. So don't worry about scoring the touchdown. Don't worry about making up for 36 points. Win this play.
Win it. Yep. Win this
One play at a time. I love how the announcer that's announcing the game does not ever realize that he is on the microphone. Talking about something else.
Talking about the baseball.
Yeah, he's talking about the 5th inning of baseball, so I'm guessing the Tribe is on.
So we got Andrew Williams, Dave DeSalvatore back to receive deep.
I mean, they're having a full-fledged conversation.
St. John's got to find their speed. I know they're tired, but they got to find their speed.
They sure do, brother.
Quiet night from DeMario Hanna, which is surprising because he had as a freshman had a nice beginning of the year, and actually he was their deep man.
Yeah, the return man, right? Yeah.
Dave DeSalvatore, that's the guy you want the ball. Who you want the ball?
Get up there, big
He's going to find the sidelines, and he's got some yards.
He got some yards, boy. That's where he makes his.
And that's where seniors come in. This is where you earn your time.
It is.
Seniors, you got to stop the mope. You got to stop the doom and gloom. You have to find something to play for. Win this play. Win this play. Win this play.
This is where he shows that senior leadership too. Hey, we're down this much, but that doesn't mean we stop playing. I'm going to keep grinding for every yard. You guys do the same dang thing, right?
No, that's, you know what? You look at each other and you say, you know what? They're bigger than you, but whether you play hard or not, they're still going to be bigger than you.
Right.
So you may as well play hard.
I thought you only had 3 kids.
Got 4 neighborhood kids all spending the night tonight, too.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Boy.
You gotta see the fans. Yay! All right, St. John's back out on the field.
St. John running
It's like
still got 2 guys
wide
out
receivers
wide.
right,
or-
2 left. No running backs.
Yeah, no running back. Empty set. Seth Thomas. All he needs to get is 1. There you go. Oh,
Oh,
In and out of his hands.
That's all right.
so that's that's trouble. You know,
You know,
in
the
a
thing
ra-
is,
in a normal
honestly, the
game that
thing
doesn't
is-
hurt as much.
The thing is, he's probably so ahead of himself. He just wants to make a play.
Well, that's what. Yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I'm saying. You know,
He just wants to make a play, and he's running before he's catching the ball.
unfortunately, you got to remember there is no play in football that is worth 36 points.
Mhm.
Correct.
So make the small plays and you'll catch up.
You sure will.
St. John lining up, 2 wide receivers right. It's like 2 to the left. No running back again.
Seth on the bootleg.
Got a catch.
and Look at PV just right on top of the wall. Yep.
Reception
And PV right there
Right there.
now. Right there, right now.
every time. That's excellent coaching by Neil Crosett, man.
Yeah, he's got these guys ready. This defense, you know, it's easy to kind of get back on and sit on your heels when you're up by this much. But PV not letting up. They're letting them know they came all this way. They're ready to play football.
They sure
and they
are.
want you to play football with them.
Absolutely. They're ready.
St. John lines up again. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. We got a running back this time to the left. Number 23.
Dylan Marcillian.
They're going to throw
Screen.
to Davey DeSalvatore and try and
Can't
let him
get
make some
outside.
plays.
Nope, can't get outside.
Oh, gang tackles.
Thomas to the Salvatore.
Yeah, this is tough. So now even the short stuff's not working. You know, even the short stuff isn't
4th
working.
and 9,
Yeah.
7:45
You know,
left in the second
the
quarter.
deep stuff, you don't have enough time to throw the ball deep. The short stuff doesn't seem to be working. It's a rough night, but you know what? That's why these coaches are the coaches, because they know they've been there and they know how to get around it.
You know, Bob, Mr. Delgosh is a first-year head coach this year.
Dan Miller to punt for the Heralds.
Looks like
And just like that, the Heralds are
number
punting again.
20 are in the
Dan Miller with a decent punt.
fair catch called.
And Heralds get a break with the bounce.
Ball is down at the 32-yard line.
Feel a lot of change falling over there, boy.
I thought it was me.
Special media pass. You guys getting on the game? Heading right now?
Well, that's the hope.
Everywhere else is shut down. You guys got media.
It's 4-4 on goal, baby.
Whoa. All right. So they're getting ready, man. Let's hope.
Well, you know, Coach Delgosh has got a big hill in front of him.
He does.
You know, the halftime speech, I don't imagine it's going to be too fun.
Reagan, get out of there. Reagan, they're all on the ground. Reagan, right there.
First and 10 Lakers on their own 47.
Max Crooks says I'm filming on a moto. I don't know what that means.
Filming on a what?
A moto.
Motorola.
Nope, it's a Samsung S10.
Number 24 is wide open. He's
There
got
you
a
go.
lot of green in front of him.
Dylan Knowles, man. Dylan Knowles.
All night.
His name a lot.
Dylan Knowles.
Beans pass complete to Knowles. Brought down by Marcillian. Gain of 24 on the play.
PV switching up the lineup here a little bit. Maybe going to get the young guys a little bit of some experience here.
1st and 10 Lakers at the Herald 30.
Lakers ball on the Heralds 30. It's 1st and 10.
Counting. It's like PV comes up with one wide receiver left. Look at that screen pass. That was
Big hit, but you got to finish it. Dan Miller hits. Dan Miller gets the initial hit, but you got to finish the hit. That's it.
Every time it's follow through. I mean, the one thing we have seen from Pymatuning Valley tonight is they finish every gosh dang time.
They don't quit. They do not quit.
Beans pass complete to Inman. Brought down by Andrew.
Unfortunately, in my career, playing in high school, because that's my career, I've been on both sides of this. I've been on the side where, and funny enough, it used to be against, teams like PV and Edgewood where we'd get out on them. But I've also been on the other side, like when we went to Steubenville and we're down by 50 before we got off the bus.
Oh, yeah.
It makes for a tough day. It makes for a tough day for both guys, for both teams.
incomplete. St. John had a good opportunity to come up.
It does hit the ground, but that was excellent pass defense by the newcomer to the Heralds.
Dan Miller on the coverage for the Heralds.
You came from the corner.
All right, so they're lining up. They're in the red zone right now. Delgosh is getting on them. I know Marcus is getting on them. What do you think the Heralds do here?
Unfortunately, it's not even a factor of getting on them anymore.
One running back to left.
Kids are a little bit outmatched tonight, and
there's a nice little sweep right there. Nice little sweep there.
Dan Miller not giving up on the play, and he knocks the ball loose.
That is a hit.
That's a good play. Dan Miller's still playing very hard.
He sure is. Andrew
knocked out of bounds by Dan Miller.
I'm going to tell you what, 36-0 sounds terrible.
It does.
It does.
It does.
But I've seen it. I've seen teams come back from this. A little bit this way, a little bit that way. You're back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Tyler Bean back in the game for the Lakers. Looks like they're trying to finish off this drive. I would imagine this is probably going to be his last series if they score here.
Oh, I would imagine so too.
5:45 left in the second quarter.
Down there with him
36
and some of the St. John players.
36.
I'll tell you what, number 10 for PV, Tanner Rhodes, he's lengthy.
6'3", 175.
He's going to throw the fade route. That's good defense by number 60 on.
Oh, gosh, number 60.
Beans pass intended for Smith.
We don't have a number 60 on our roster.
Flag on the play.
I think this is going to be probably defensive pass interference, I would assume.
Unless, is that 69, Lucas Wychock?
Yeah.
All right.
Ball was face mask on the Herald.
It's going to give him
face mask for the Heralds. That's
half the distance.
It's going to give PV another first down.
The 3-yard line.
PV comes marching out. Looks like we got two wide receivers to the well. Let's see. Let them get lined up here. Two wide receivers right. One running back set behind the quarterback. Snap.
Here we go. Beans rolling out. 23. Jonah Wilkerson again. Jonah Wilkerson again. I mean, that cat has to have 3 touchdowns tonight. When we do our county stats on Sunday night, because we will be doing it Sunday night, we're not doing it Monday again. We're going to have Jonah Wilkerson up there and everything. Yep. And I hate saying it, but it's what's going to happen.
Yep.
I hate that. What's
so
up? Jonah Wilkerson with a touchdown again.
Well, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left.
I think what you're going to see here, Tom, is
second quarter.
PV coach at this point. You gotta sit your guys. You start to think about next week. You start to think about the rest of the season. They have stuffed the stat sheet already. Bean is going to throw it again. 2 is going to catch it. That's a 2-point conversion.
Gosh.
And it is 44th.
1-year litter winner, junior. Smith, 6'1", 175.
44-0 here at Spire. St. John having a tough night.
Yeah.
It ain't no good. It ain't no good.
Oh, well, Sammy, like you said, we've seen crazier things happen. Teams will come back.
Listen, if
Titans Gym on it.
Water, by the way.
yeah, water.
Yeah,
Never mind.
sorry, that did sound terrible.
Um,
Oh my God.
All right, the refs are deliberating something over there.
Well, I don't know if you know, but in Ohio, they do have a running clock at this point.
Okay.
So after, and I think it might not start till the second half, but it's 28 points. The clock continues to run.
Okay.
It's a mercy rule of sorts.
Okay, like a Suedo mercy rule. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you think Delgosh starts putting in some younger kids to get some time right now, or do you think he goes full bore and keeps his starters in?
I think if I'm Delgosh, I'm going to get tighter. I'm going to probably start letting that big Davey DeSalvatore run the rock.
Yeah.
Because Mercilia's having a tough night. They seem to be keying on him, jumping on him as soon as he touches the ball. All right, DeSalvatore muffs the kick, but you know what? He catches it and
change of direction. That is
the tackle. Oh,
God.
That could have been a lot worse. Thank goodness for that, because I thought the poor kid was going to get cleaned up on
Tanner Rhodes, man. We have been talking about Tanner Rhodes quite a bit this evening. And listen, man, sometimes, obviously, we're St. John guys, you know. I used to teach for the Youngstown Diocese. You guys have children that go there. I want to see St. John do well. But sometimes you can't be too mad when we're seeing very good football from the other team.
Pymatuning Valley looks great.
They do.
They look as good
force.
as any team we've seen. And you know what? They put it on Wyndham last week as well. So PV showing they are for real.
Yeah. Looks like a little new bit of a pistol. Oh,
Devin Mercilia getting stopped right in the backfield.
And it's just like you said earlier, Sam. He gets keyed in on and he gets stopped.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down and 13 for the Heralds on their own 9.
I want to thank everybody who's tuning into the show tonight. We appreciate you for coming to watch. Check out the stream of the St. John Fighting Heralds against the Pymatuning Valley Lakers. This is the first game of a 2-game weekend for us. The second game we're going to be covering this weekend is the Geneva Eagles versus the Edgewood Warriors right here at Spire.
Gosh, Davey just hit immediately.
Yeah, it's this is pretty wild. I did not expect this.
Yeah, I did not either.
I wasn't aware of what PV looked like, but St. John had looked so good last week. It's a bit jarring to see them come out and really have trouble get anything going.
You know, this isn't the only Lakers team playing tonight. We do have the LA Lakers going on tonight too. Just a little change of pace there. Break it up a little bit.
St. John back. That's right. They're going to go empty.
We got our own personal John Madden here and Ryan Cole.
Salvatore and Mercilia coming in motion. They're going to run a little reverse here. And
oh, gosh. Poor kid. Tyler Cathcart just getting locked up.
Cathcart's the ball carrier.
I mean, seriously.
You know what the problem is PV just has way too much penetration.
They are dominating the line play.
4th and 25.
You know,
St. John on their own.
And unfortunately, you know, St. John doesn't even have the size because, like, if you really wanted to do it, you could get down into like a power eye, a goal line, and just try.
Now this is interesting,
clock,
Sam.
they can't do that either.
This is interesting. Devin Mercilia lining up at center.
Yeah, he's a long snapper. They're punting.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good punt for Dan Miller.
It sure was. Andrew Root fielding. Oh, little chippy.
Root on the return for the Lakers.
Victor
2
Verba.
minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half.
6'3", 285, that Verba kid, number 54. Good night.
Lakers are up 44-0 on the St. John Heralds. St. John really having a tough night getting anything going, whether it's offensively or defensively. You know, you got to make a play. Somebody's got to make the play, right?
Somebody has to make the play. I'm going to look for Daniel Miller.
You know, this is – we talk about injuries and we talked about Fuentes being injured and how much that hurts the team.
Yeah.
It's really apparent here. It's very, very apparent that they need him out there.
50 seconds left in the second quarter. PV wins 44-0 against St. John Fighting Heralds. First and 10. PV on their own 21-yard line.
Oh, shoelace tackle.
That's number 24 for the PV Lakers. Dylan Knowles again. Rumbling up for about 15 yards there.
15 on the play.
You called it, brother.
15 yards there.
First and goal to go Lakers at the Herald 6.
First and goal. Pymatuning, Valley Lakers.
And here he goes. And there is a flag on the play.
I'm assuming that's going to be a hold because anytime you see a rushing touchdown and a flag, you just assume it's a hold.
Every single time.
Legal procedure on the Lakers nullifies the touchdown. First and goal for the Lakers. That's the Herald 11.
Two minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter. First and goal for your Pymatuning Valley Lakers.
Dan Miller lining up out there.
They're going to throw the ball again. It looked like he was going to do a little Tebow jump pass.
Gosh.
Hey, St. John showing a little bit of life with the sack.
Is here for a change. I said Dan Miller, I'm looking for on the play, and there he goes. There he goes. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Well, you know, Dan Miller, there were high expectations for him going into this season.
There sure
Couple
were.
Guys for the St. John Heralds: David Fuentes, David DeSalvatore, Dan Miller. Those were the go-to guys. Those are the guys they're looking at. And you know, I've said it once, I'll say it again. David Fuentes being on the sideline is hurting the Heralds here.
It sure
now,
is.
I don't know that he's worth 44 points, but I will say this. If he's out there, it's a little bit of a different game.
Absolutely. Rumbled in.
And that is number
Dylan
24,
Knowles again.
Dylan Knowles. 1 minute left in the first half. It's now going to be probably 52-0 because they're going for two for sure.
Oh, they are.
Dylan Knowles is a 3-year letter winner. At some point, you got to wonder, when does PV sit their starters? On the same token, PV is a smaller school. They might not have anybody to replace the starters.
Correct. Correct. It's going to be interesting.
I'm assuming that running clock must not start until the second half. Because I do know that Ohio high school football has a running clock with the mercy rule, so it must be second half.
I'm glad that you told me that today because and two.
There you go. It's 52-0. PV Lakers coming out here and giving St. John everything they've got.
It is no mercy.
Best man in my life.
Hi, daughter. Come on over here, live on the air.
Oh. No, I don't want to be live. So I gotta.
This is the St. John Herald. My daughter, Gianna Torres, an 8th grader at St. John High School. Say hi, Gianna.
No.
Come on now.
Say hi.
Please.
We're live. there's 80 people watching you, you're gonna say no.
Hi, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Who's your friend? Are you gonna be that
Look,
rude?
this is Hannah. She's in 8th grade with me. She's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Okay, can I go get my camera?
I love it.
Please, I'm hungry. Don't you love me?
Sammy, she's almost as tall as you. I love it.
Sorry, I texted you. We can't just.
Victory to kick off for the Lakers.
All right, so what do we got here?
John lining up to receive the catch. Number 12 in the backfield with number 55 to his left.
Oh, the joys of parenting.
I should have given her my debit card.
Yeah.
Had her get us some food.
Good catch. Falls down on it. Number 20.
A little 4-for-1 gold Dave's Classic single action.
So PV does a squib kick there to, I assume, keep the clock running.
Keep it
the
going.
clock running.
They took over on downs. No. 106 left in the second quarter. Pymatuning Valley leading the St. John Heralds 52-0. It is now 1st and 10. The Lakeside turn takes over. Here we go, Heralds.
Here we go.
10 Heralds on their own 29.
Seth Thomas in the backfield with Devin Mercilliot. Seth Thomas having a tough night tonight. All
He
we need
sure
is
is.
one, though.
Let's see what happens.
Oddly enough, I do not see DeSalvatore on the field. Boy, and they just close in on Devin Mercilliot when he gets that like piranhas to a pork chop.
Gosh, man. Poor kids.
Still got the ball carrier. 6 on the stop for the Lakers. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 for the Heralds on their own 27.
St. John, 2 wide receivers right, handoff right up the middle. Number 23 meets a line.
Chili out the ball carrier. With 1 on the play.
So we got David DeSalvatore out there. Been a little quiet for him tonight. Devin Mercilliot, a little quiet for him. Tyler Cathcart, Seth Thomas, who threw for 309 yards last week. A little quiet for him tonight. But, Ryan, we are ending. It is at halftime now. So, hey, maybe we go out. We see a whole different Herald team in the second half.
We're going to take us a quick, we're going to say hi real quick to everyone. Shout everyone out. Thanks, 75 viewers on Facebook. I think we got about 10 over on YouTube. Coming in hot. Here we go. All right, so as we know, PV right now is taking on the St. John Heralds. They're winning 52-0, going right into the third quarter for the Heralds. It's an uphill climb, needless to say.
Yeah, you're down by 50. It's the first half. You haven't been able to stop the run. You haven't been able to stop the pass. The defense has had trouble all night. Your offense hasn't been able to turn anything into anything. PV seems to get stronger by the minute.
They sure do, man.
It's tough. This is a tough bill for St. John. But this is high school football. Sometimes you're not, everybody can't be on the 52 side of the these games.
Correct.
What you can do though, and another thing that's trouble with this too, and this is all thanks to the corona. Coaches can't go into a locker room. You can't get that moment with your players and try and rile them up. These guys are dealing with this adversity right here, 25 feet away from us in the end zone. Makes it for a tough night. I really feel bad for St. John. I love football. I love to watch it, but you hate to see this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what? We're going to find out what kind of strength they have. They're a little bit, they're behind. There's no other way to put it. But let's see if they can, put up some numbers in the second half. See how it goes. But we're going to take ourselves about a 5-10 minute break. I'm going to put it onto the field, and then you guys can listen to the cheerleaders
And watch the halftime show.
And watch the halftime show, and we'll be back here in a little bit.
See you guys soon.
Good, how you doing?
Just so the viewers on YouTube, I don't know if you can hear me. My battery on my laptop is going to die soon, so you may want to switch over to Facebook. I do apologize.
I saw the men and women.
Okay, sprint down. 10 times.
Don't run. Don't run.
Okay. Sprint up and down 10 times. Just come up and down 10 times.
Hey, right there. Don't grab me. Go back and crack his head. Donald, get out of the way.
Why are you here?
Donald, that's not nice. Why are you here?
How is it not done? Go forward. Go forward. Do you know why you're here? Oh, please. You go, baby. I had to. Go! No, I'm giving my